just different.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. Swish. We ain't
There we go. What's happening, everybody? I hope that you guys are having a blessed start to your new year here. Happy New Year to each and every person. It's time to get to work, though. It's 2024. So today we're going to be talking about securing your future. If you guys don't know, money's supposed to be a tool that generates you revenue to secure your future and make sure that you don't have to work for the rest of your life. We've often been taught by our elders. I don't know if you've been taught like me. Maybe you've been taught differently. And when I say taught, most people are taught through your eyes, ears, your smell, taste, naturally without you knowing. And majority of the people are taught from the people that they see every day. It's not their parents. It's not the school system. It's not the teachers. Community got a little piece, but majority of the time, everything that you're doing at this moment, you actually learn this from your parents growing up each and every day. And a lot of parents haven't secured their future. And a lot of parents, they learn the principles of retirement. And I seen a post the other day. It said, Dave Ramsey said, if you invest $100 a month, by the time you turn 65, you'd have $1.some million, like 1.2 or something like that. I forget the math. But he said from 25 to 65? Do you think I'm about to do this from 25 to 65 to generate $1 million before I'm free? That's not how you secure your future. So today, I'm going to teach you guys some principles that I live by, that I operate with, that's allowed me to secure my future. And hopefully you guys can have some takeaways from this that you can implement into your plan for yourself and start the process of securing your future. This is the Dollars to Cents podcast. Once again, if it don't make dollars, guys, it don't make sense. And once again, when I say dollars, okay, if you was to put $50 on something and expect $5,000 back, that don't make sense. You can't put 50 down and get $5,000 back. The numbers don't make sense, right? Now, if you say I put 50 down and get 18% of 50 back, that makes sense. Okay. So this podcast is to hopefully help you guys to also avoid scammers and getting yourself put into a situation that people could take from you. It happened to me. I lost over $250,000 chasing money. And hopefully my downfalls and things that I teach and educate you guys can prevent you guys from going down that same lane that I did. But at the end of the day, those are lessons that I learned. And those lessons has helped me to become a millionaire and most importantly, keep the money this time. So I'm teaching you guys these principles so you won't have to lose the money to keep the money. We're going to start out straight in the beginning so we don't have to go through this. Now, I am going to do a little something different today. When I do my housekeeping here, I don't have the next week's episodes already up. I'm debating if I'm going to do a show next week or if I'm going to take a break. As well as moving forward, I think I'm going to start doing more shows based off of your questions and stuff so I can give you guys information that's going to help you guys grow. So that's just a heads up there. Don't forget, no matter where you're at, put in the chat. Let us know where you are at. that is an opportunity of networking. You never know who's watching and who's watching the replays. Make sure that you're doing that. And also, if you haven't, go ahead and drop in that chat. I am a millionaire. Now, we'll have to get you guys out of here at 8 o'clock today because we have our 30-day GovCon challenge that did kick off today. We got quite a few people in that challenge. So kudos to you guys for making the decision to invest in yourself. Now I'm here to help you guys get a little bit more information so you can take millionaire actions, because that's what we're about to do in this challenge. So shout outs to you guys. But again, today we're talking about securing your future. Before we dive into that, let me just do a little bit of housekeeping for the rest of this week. Tomorrow, guys, we will be talking about products the government purchased. This will be at 7 p.m. Eastern time zone, so make sure that you guys are there. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video out with 3 other business owners that you know need to hear about this information today. But again, tomorrow at 7 p.m., we will be going over products that the government purchased. This will probably be a deep call. Everybody want to know about that one. And Thursday, we will be talking about streamlining client management utilizing our small business money flow software. I'm always a firm believer. Guys, I've never in the history of me in business and with my mentors, so I've been doing business for over 10 years now, maybe in year 11 or 12, I can't remember. But I've never seen a business that generates $1 million and don't have some systems in place. I just don't think it's possible. I've tried it and it just don't work. So our Thursdays are committed to teaching you guys about small business money flow and the system that we have created for our small businesses to help you guys grow and excel in this thing called business. So that's what we'll be talking about Thursday when we talk about client management there. So make sure that you guys tune in. Before we get into our lesson about securing our future today, let me see who we got in the building. We got Big Face Trucker in the building. What's happening with you, my brother? Peace and blessings to you. I've been watching them boys. Them boys look good. Right? Happy New Year to you as well, C. Nash. We got Lewis in the building, Global Enterprise Solutions out of there in New Jersey. I'll see you on that 30-day challenge at 8 o'clock. Cornelius out in Oklahoma. What's going on with you? Demita out in North Carolina. What's happening? We got Kiki out in Baltimore, Maryland. Kiki, you on Instagram. I can't pop your stuff up, but shout outs to you. It's just Travis. Hey, shout outs to Travis. He's on Instagram too, out in ATL. What's happening with you, my brother? Who else we got here? ATL deep in the building today. Elga, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Shout outs to you out in ATL. My second home, TW out in Houston, Texas. What's happening with you? And then we got our millionaires in the building. Shout outs to y'all. Who else we got? Big Face Shay said that he is the logistics out in Atlanta. Shout outs to you. Liz, Augusta, Georgia, millionaire in the building. We got William. What's going on, my brother? Larry in the building out in Hampton. What's up? What's up? I don't know who the Facebook user is, but they're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Royal Coding LLC. Oh, I see you with the certs. SBEMBEEDWOSB. I hope y'all know what all that stuff means. If not, you better learn something. Just Carter's in the building. Another millionaire. Nadir from the DMV. What's happening with you? Oh, y'all are out here deep today. Tallahassee is in the building. What's going on with you, Biggie? All right, I think I got everybody through there. Shout outs to each and every one of you guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out and rocking out with me here today. Once again, make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that share button. You guys have been doing a crazy job at sharing this out. The channel is continuing to grow, and it can't happen without you guys. So I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Now, today we are going to be digging into securing your future today. And I got a couple tips, guys. Now, again, these are the tips that work for me. My strategy on how I've achieved success is, well, you guys know I teach you guys how to cheat on everything. I don't believe that anybody's the smartest person in the world. Like when people tell me, man, I got the best thing since sliced bread, or I got a strategy that ain't nobody think about. When you tell me that, you scare me, okay? Because starting from scratch is to me, like one of the worst things that you could do, because I know starting from scratch because I tried it, okay, because nobody taught me that I shouldn't start from scratch. Starting from scratch takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a whole lot of money. When you could just cheat. And the reason that we don't cheat is because the education system told us, like, hey, don't look off your neighbor's paper, right? Don't read their test, take your own test. But in the real world, in the business world, I don't know about your home or whatever, but in the business world, it would behoove me not to cheat. Like, I've never come across the instance where I can't pick up and phone a friend, you know? I can't open the book and answer the question. I can't go to Chat GPT and AI and get the answers immediately. Like, everything in the real world allows me to cheat except for the education system. And since we've been indoctrinated with that mindset for over 20 years, we're scared to cheat. So securing my future, I struggled in the beginning because I refused to cheat. And it wasn't until I compiled multiple individuals that was generating the type of revenue that I wanted and was living the lifestyle that I wanted, when I put them all together, and when I say put them, I researched them. I took my time out, researched them, looked at their Instagram accounts, their Facebook accounts, got into their programs. I wanted to see how are they operating their lives, their lifestyle. Well, what ended up happening is I took pieces from everybody. I'm not one of any individual. But if you combine all of them together, you would find me, this new me. The old me, TD, that's just his own beast. That was that guy who was trying to build stuff from scratch, right? But this guy right here is a piece of everybody. And that's what I want you guys to get in the habit of doing. You have to cheat through the process of getting to where you want to be. And securing your future is no different. So let me ask you guys this. How many of you guys have an emergency fund already saved that's at least 3 to 6 months of all of your expenses? Do you have that sitting in a savings account already? If you do, put a me. If not, put a no in the chat. And once again, it's okay, guys. I probably say 90% of the people that I know don't have an emergency fund set up. And if they do have an emergency fund, they say they got an emergency fund, and I go look at all their debt and stuff. And I mean, it just, again, dollars to cents, man. You know, one thing we don't like to talk about in our community is money. But yet everybody wakes up every day to go get money. I had an elder, because I posted about my mortgage and how I got this balloon loan going on that I didn't know when I was younger. I bought my second house, I don't know, when I was like 24 or something like that. And at the time, there was a deal. I didn't have to put no money down. The interest rate is like 2.2%. My mortgage is like $2,000. And they told me, like, you're going to be locked in an interest rate for 10 years, and it could balloon after that to whatever the current interest rate is. And I didn't know. Like, I signed the paperwork. And it just so happens 10 years later, here we are. It's 10 years starting, well, my new bill is coming this month. 10 years was this January. And I went from a 2% interest rate to, I think I'm at like a 7.3% interest rate. That would break a lot of people. But thank God I secured my future. And that ain't going to break me. I actually needed to offset some taxes paying that interest. So I tell you guys this because an elder person came up to me and said, well, why would you ever do anything like that? Why would you sign up for something like that? And I said, fool, because you guys refused to talk to us about this. Do y'all know what happened in 2008 during the housing crisis? Let me ask you guys in the comments. Did your parents talk to you about what happened? Like, did they sit down and explain to you what went down in 2008? If they didn't, put a fire emoji in the chat. If they did talk to you about what went down in 2008, put a number 1 in the chat. Because I never had anybody talk to me about it. They mentioned it. They said there was a housing crisis in 2008. But nobody sat down and said, well, this is what happened. Too many people signed up for balloon loans. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have these type of conversations. So how can you expect me to know about something that I'm ignorant to? And once again, I'm telling you guys this lane because most of us are ignorant to securing our future. Our parents are still working till today. If our parents aren't working right now, their retirement money ain't enough. So if they couldn't secure their future, it's impossible that they taught you the information to secure your future. So today, again, we're going to go through this process. You just need to hear some stuff from me. Then I need you to do your own due diligence after you hear a couple things from me to go out and seek more information, right? Because I'm not the one-stop shop. I told you I got a lot of people that I've learned information from because not any one person can fit the lifestyle that I see and envision for myself. But if I put 25 of them together, then yeah, I can get the exact vision of how my lifestyle is supposed to go. So let's dive into this thing. I see, man. I ain't the only one out here who didn't know this stuff in 2008, them damn parents. Matter of fact, they usually say something like this: stay out of grown folk business. Damn, ain't one day I'm approaching the lifestyle of money to be with grown folks. So I mean, look, I'm going to talk to my kids about grown folk business. The sooner they can find out about it, the better. All right, so I got some tips here, guys, that I wrote out here. The very first thing that I have right here to secure your financial future, which, again, I think it's extremely important. Now, how many of you guys have a financial planner that is on your team? Like you pay the financial planner to help plan out your finances. Put a 1 in the chat if you do have a financial planner. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't. And once again, it's okay. I just got people on my team probably about, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or something like that, right? Because I didn't know anything about a financial planner. But everybody needs to have a financial planner and a financial plan. If you don't have the planner yet, you can still come up with the plan without the planner. The easiest thing to do is save and invest. Guys, when I say your emergency fund, this is what I learned to keep in my bank accounts, okay? The only thing I want in my bank account, which ain't in a bank account, it's in a high yield savings account, is my emergency fund of 3 to 6 months, okay? To make sure that if things hit the fan, I got enough to float me to get back in the streets and make myself some more money. And I don't mean selling illegal things. I'm shaking hands and kissing babies doing legit business. If I got 6 months, I mean, I could do it in 3, but if I got that time without the weight and pressure of needing money on me, I could focus better. But when you ain't got that money right there, I mean, your focus starts messing up. So that's the first thing that I'm going to keep. The next thing that I'm going to have is enough money in my bank account to operate my business month to month. And usually you should be getting some cash flow coming in. So all you need is enough money in the account to pay payroll and all of your expenses because you know you got the money coming in again the following month. After that, every single dollar that you get needs to go to work. Like, there's no point of sitting the money in the bank account so you could flex on the gram and say, oh man, I got this in the bank account. Or you can pull the money out, slide it down your arm or whatnot. That just don't make sense to me. Okay? But the goal, guys, is to get to retirement. Retirement needs money. You don't have to wait till you're 65 to retire. You can retire at 40 like I plan to do for myself. But you cannot retire if you don't have money making money. So we have to start saving and investing properly. And investing ain't no overnight thing. You're going to lose some money investing. I'm just going to let you know that right now. There's going to be heartache and pain that comes with investing. But if you diversify your portfolio in investing, when one thing goes down, usually another goes up, right? But if you got all of your eggs in a basket over here on real estate, when real estate goes down, you go down with it. But if you got some in real estate and some in tech and some over here in other businesses, like, okay, they'll offset each other. In one of them years, all of them are going to springboard. And that's when you see crazy growth. All right. The next thing that I have for you guys. So hopefully you guys understood the financial planning. Continued education. I'm a firm believer that continued education is everybody's largest expense to themselves. Now, the reason I tell you guys continued education is the largest expense to yourself because it's things like I got a 30-day challenge going on. It's going to teach you information that you probably 9 times out of 10 don't know. But most people see the $297 price tag and they go, oh my God, that's an expense that I can't afford right now. And then they go out this weekend or New Year's and just live it up and waste $1,500 that they can't recoup. You not getting educated guarantees me that you're not going to generate no more revenue. If you stopped your education level at college to go get the job that pays $80,000, well, guess what? That's where you got educated to. If you never went to school to get educated and you went to trade school or whatnot, well, you learned a trade that's going to cap you right there at that trade. So if you're not willing to go pick up a book or go to a conference or learn new information, you're cheating yourself out of becoming a millionaire. You have a vision and a dream of being a millionaire, but you're not learning how to do it. And I don't know how you expect to get something that you're ignorant to. I told y'all in 2008 about the housing crisis. I was ignorant to the information because I didn't know it. It was my lack of education. I know a whole lot about real estate now. But in order to make that $1 million, if all you got is an $80,000 education, well, you're going to be working until you're 65 like Dave Ramsey told you to do. And I'm not trying to knock nobody. Everybody ain't going to pick up what I'm putting down. But for those of you that, understand what I'm telling you about, that's who I'm talking to. And it's okay. So you got to keep constantly continuing to get that education level in. It ain't got to be school. You could pick up a book. You can listen to a podcast. You can watch YouTube videos. I challenged my Clubhouse crew for the month of November. Every single day, I told them to go learn about money. How many of y'all watch CNN? How many of y'all watch MSNBC, Bloomberg TV? I bet y'all watch The Real Housewives. Y'all watch Power. I love Power too. Y'all watch all the football games. But see, the difference is I watch all that stuff too, but I watch the MSNBC and the Bloombergs 10 times more than I watch entertainment. Because I get to learn about something that I didn't know. Money. And they're telling us every day on TV. We just don't pay no attention to it. So you don't even have to pay to get yourself educated on that. You could actually learn for free. The next thing that I realized, this is number 3. Hopefully y'all taking notes on this. Well, I guess the video will be here. Is strong relationships. Guys, the fastest way that I got to my $1 million was not through my skill sets. It was not by the information that I know. Like I don't know any of this stuff. It was by the relationships that I made, the people that I connected with. Like I called somebody today. I want y'all to understand the power of social media. Like if you don't play around with it. I seen an event that went on for New Year's Eve, and I think I found the lady that put on the event, and then she tagged all of these people in it that when I looked at their profile, they looked like people of influence, and it looked like they had connections. Well, I mean, my profile got quite a few followers and got the check mark on it. So I know when I follow you, I'll pop up and you'll see check mark. You'll come to my Instagram, see I got some followers, and you'll see me as a person of influence. Like, y'all can scroll through the Instagram and YouTube. I got a whole lot of stuff that I've posted, years of work. So, yeah, I expect people to come to my stuff and see me as a person of influence. But by me doing that, the individual that I wanted to talk to me, guess what? They DM me and say, hey, I looked at your profile, man. You got some great things going on. I seen that you followed me as well. I followed you back. Is it something that we could talk about? Actually, it is. And I sent him my systems so he could quickly schedule the call. They impressed like, dang, man, you got a link to schedule your call. It automated everything through. Then when I got on the line with him, they like, yo, you got some impressive stuff going on. Tell me more. And what you think I did? I told him the vision. When I told him the vision, he goes, well, I know 3 people right now that can help you out with that. I said, well, let's get that started, which I got to send him some more information later today. But guess what he said after that? It's going to cost $1,000. Do you hear me? He told me it's going to cost $1,000 just for me to get the relationships, the connections that he got. I don't have them. He got them. But see, that's where this expense thing comes in again. People would see that as expense. I I have $1 billion vision. I used to have $1 million vision. We achieved that. It's grown now. I can't expect to get to $1 billion and be scared to pay somebody $1,000 that can help me. My $1,000 that I'm going to pay them for the stuff that I need builds a stronger relationship with this individual. And after they do that, guess what? I'm still going to follow up with them. I'm going to go out and hang out with them in DC. We're going to break bread. I'm going to pay for his lunch and his dinner. Even after I paid him $1,000 for the connections, I'm going to later on invite him out to go eat lunch, and I'm going to pay for the lunch because I got to build that stronger relationship. It just takes one phone call and one person to change your life. The best deals that I've ever done in my life was through a phone call, not through proposals or any of that stuff. The next thing to get yourself or to secure that financial future is to get certified. How many of you guys have your business certifications? Put me in the chat if you got your business certifications. What are those? Well, see, I know in the black community, we be too scared, or I don't even know what it is. I ain't even going to say scared now that I think about it. But for some reason, you can't call us a minority. Jesus Christ. If y'all don't stop playing around with this social media stuff, in the business world, minorities got a whole lot of perks. But you need these certifications. You can't self-proclaim yourself to be a minority, right? Which honestly, that word is done with. It really should be disadvantaged now. So let me take that back. We're no longer minorities because you guys missed out on the minority wave while y'all was out there complaining that we shouldn't be called minorities. And they were trying to do everything that they could to help minorities excel in business with all of these set aside opportunities that they gave to minorities. But for some reason, our community, well, I know the reason, it's the slave movies and everything else they put in front of our face. We hate the word minority, and we miss the years and years and years of opportunity. Now we're in a state that the word disadvantaged has replaced minority. And we're all disadvantaged, but that's the problem. We're all disadvantaged. Majority of the United States is disadvantaged. Black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Asian, white women, white men. Caucasian women, Caucasian men. Everybody's disadvantaged according to the definition. So now the things that used to be set aside for minorities is actually set aside for everybody now. I'm still not here to complain because they're not asking me about any of the rules. I'm just understanding that we got to now switch to disadvantage and try to play the games with the disadvantage thing. But everybody needs to get certified. What is that? A women-owned small business. You cannot self-proclaim to be a women-owned small business. I know you are a woman. I know you own the business and opened it up, but you got to go get certified. I know that you live in the hood, but you can't self-proclaim that your business address is in a hub zone. You got to go get certified. I know you served in the military and you retired from the military, but you can't self-proclaim to be a veteran-owned business. You got to go get certified to be a veteran-owned business. I know you got your leg blown off. I know you're disabled and you can't hear. But you cannot self-proclaim to be a disabled vet. You have to go get certified. They also got your local certifications, a MBE, a DBE, a minority business enterprise, a disadvantaged business enterprise. Guys, you have to go get certified. And these statuses that they're talking about, guys, this is what, if you would stop listening to society when these words come up, disadvantage and minority, you feel like somebody's trying to talk down on you or downplay you with ignorance. You're listening to ignorant people talk about things that they know absolutely nothing about. Guys, when they use these words, they're talking about you making $30 million or less a year, having under 500 employees. Like, they're talking about a lot of money before you get out of the status of being disadvantaged, of being a minority, of being a small business. So you just going to listen to the ignorant, broke people around you scare you away from the millions that's available for you. That ain't smart. So we're going to go out here and get certified. The next thing that we're going to do to secure our future is we're going to make sure we do market research. Guys, I don't know about you guys, but I've cheated my way to wealth. Everything that I do in my life, I cheat. If a new idea pops up in my head, I got to cheat it. You know? If I want to move money, I need to cheat. Somebody out here has already done what you want to do. I promise you, I'm not the smartest person in the world. And I know for a fact that ain't nobody that listened to me the smartest person in the world, else you wouldn't be listening to me. You're not the best at what you do. That idea that popped in your head, it ain't original. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that's going on, somebody has not already done. So you should hurry up and find the individuals that did it so you can understand what that market looks like. You don't just come up with a clothing brand and you don't know the clothes that sell. You don't just put a restaurant over here and you don't know the foot traffic that's gone through other restaurants that sell soul food. We got to start being smarter about our actions. You don't have to guess at this stuff. Back in the day when I first got started in the business 10 years ago, it was some things that I had to guess at. The internet ain't built like it is today. But as of today, right now, ain't not one business on this earth not leaving footprints to what they do. It's not one successful person on this earth that doesn't leave footprints to what they do. Follow the footprints of the successful instead of following the footprints of the broke. Because that's what we following. So make sure you're constantly doing market research. Even when you get it right, you still going to do market research. The next thing that you need to do is you need to know what your future is. What your future of your capacity is. You can't just throw all your money out there. You know what I'm saying? You put every dollar that you got on the line and now next week you're going to need more money. You can't just take on deals that you got to have $100,000, $200,000 cash flowing and you can't meet that capacity. You got to know what your capacity is so you know what to go after. It's levels to it. I didn't win a $4 million contract out of the gate. I couldn't have. I didn't have the capacity. Nobody was going to give me the money for it. They never seen me do $1 a day in my life. I can't just go to 4 million. But I can start at 10 and then 10 turn into 20, 20, 40, 40, 80, 80, 160, 160, 320, right? Eventually it gets to $1 million capacity. But you need to know where you're at this moment in time. So now you can focus on things that you got the capacity for. And when you get it, guess what? You just raised your capacity. That's it. But you got to know where you stand right now. The other thing that we need to do, this is one of the scariest things to me. I don't know why people don't do this, is you have to insure yourself. Guys, you can't have a vision of being the breadwinner, the visionary of the family, the business. Like you got employees that are looking towards you to make sure that they can keep getting a check 2 times a month, sometimes more. You got kids at home that are banking on you to keep putting food on the table. You got a loved one that's sitting right there that's relying on you to keep leading this household. And you over here making $200,000 and you ain't got no insurance on yourself? What you think, you Superman? Do you know what happens every day that you leave outside of your house? Your life is at risk. I don't know, God forbid, a truck could hit you. A plane could come down on you. You could have a stroke while you're driving. It could be a rainy day and you just lose control today. Anything could happen. And all it cost you was $180 to ensure that the breadwinner who's making the most money in the house, that if something does happen to him, that not even if he loses his life, but if he or she can't be mobile anymore to generate revenue, you ain't got no insurance to replace that income. Y'all in trouble. If they do happen to pass away, and you ain't put no insurance in place. Like, again, these are things that we don't like to talk about in our community. We don't want to talk about money, and we don't want to talk about death. These are two things that are happening every day. Every day we wake up to generate revenue, and every day somebody's dying because you can't stop it. I don't know when I'm going to go. Nobody does, but we do know it's coming. I don't know not one person who don't know that death is coming. So why don't you plan for something that you know will present itself? The other thing is healthcare. What you mean you ain't got no insurance for healthcare? How you gonna be a visionary making $1 million and you ain't gonna be healthy enough to enjoy the $1 million? We have to go get insurances on our life. We have to get insurances on our health. And we have to get insurances on the business that we're doing, especially if you got employees. How many of you guys know an employee that did something crazy in a business that you were sitting there scratching your head? Put a 1 in the chat if you know an employee that ever did something stupid in somebody else's business. Well, I'm telling you that because it's going to happen to you. Somebody's going to do something stupid to your customer, and it could even be you. But as long as you got insurance for that, that's not a problem. Let's take Diddy, for instance. Do y'all think Diddy paid Cassidy out of his money? That was insurance money. Everybody got insurance money to cover mistakes. Because mistakes are going to happen. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I give people the stuff that, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I show you about how my roof has been messed up. It's just like government contracting. The solar panel company sold me the solar panels. After I purchased the solar panels, this is just like government contracting. The government purchases your service. So I purchased the solar setup from this solar panel company. They sent it to their subcontractor. Their subcontractor installed the solar panels on my house and they tore my roof up. I didn't do the deal with the subcontractor. I don't know who it is and I don't give a damn who it is. I know who I signed my paperwork with. That company is responsible for every single thing that subcontractor did. I'm looking right now, we're looking at over $50,000 worth of damage. That company, hopefully they got insurance because I'm coming for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? There's 2 ways to get stupid rich in this world. Build the business to get stupid rich or sue. Well, I've already built the business. This lawsuit is about to come. I hope their insurance can cover it because I cost a lot of money and I've been out of work since they messed my roof up. So make sure you get that insurance. The other thing that you got to do to make sure you insure your wealth today, that you secure your wealth today. I said insure. That you secure your wealth today is you got to leverage tech. I keep seeing people talk about it ain't fair that these big companies is laying off all these people. Did they ask you? Or do you keep seeing more companies lay off more people? The reason they're doing that is because tech's involved. So if the big boys are doing it, I told you I'll cheat. If the big boys have tech incorporated in their business, why are you building a business that don't have tech in it? AI is here and it ain't going nowhere. You have to incorporate tech if you want to be $1 million business. Again, I've never seen $1 million business not have tech. Even a plumber got tech that's a millionaire. And you may be thinking, well, tech ain't involved in plumbing. Well, the call was to schedule an appointment and to stay on top of all of his customers. Tech was involved in that thing somewhere if you're doing $1 million. But if you only want to be a $50,000 plumber, then by all means, you don't need tech. You know, if you're satisfied with just making $50,000, then forget what I'm talking about. You don't need it. Just keep operating the way that you are. The next thing that you got to be able to do is accept feedback. Nobody knows it all. I don't know it all. I know, look, when people tell me, Travis, you think you know everything? I'm like, no, I don't know everything. I do know something about everything, but I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? But the reason I know something about everything is because I accept feedback. Every time I do something, I'm looking towards feedback. Now, I don't accept feedback from people that ain't on my level, but I do accept feedback from my customers, and I accept feedback from people who are doing better than me. I'll take it. I accept feedback from my customers because they pay me. I got to hear what they talking about. But if you ain't pay me, I really don't give a damn what you saying. You're a window shopper. I'm not changing anything for window shoppers. The other thing is you can never stop marketing. I've never ever seen a business that became a millionaire and don't have leads. You got to constantly have leads in your pipeline, even if you don't have a business. Like, what is the lead in your pipeline that's going to take you to the next level? You got to constantly have opportunities. It ain't just got to be contracts. It ain't got to just be marketing to individuals to come into your system and get them on a list. Like, anything can be marketing. You can market for investments to individual in the streets by shaking hands and kissing babies. Marketing is something that we constantly got to keep doing. You never, ever stop marketing. The other thing that you never, ever stop doing is selling. Again, how you going to get to where you want to be if you ain't sold nobody nothing? Ain't no days off for selling. And people like, oh man, I got to take a break. You can take a break, but is the system that you got, is that tech that you put in, like, is that going to sell for you while you took a break? Like, while I'm asleep, guys, I have things coming in, which, guys, listen to me. One day I'm going to get to the point of where Amazon is, where I got like a full staff that's around the clock 24/7. But as of today, I only charge y'all like $297, $350. Like, I can't afford to put an Amazon team around me and supply you like Amazon, but yet give you the two-finger discount prices. Something's got to give. So y'all can't keep beating me up because I can't respond to your emails at 3, 4 in the morning. And y'all be loading them damn things up. And then I wake up. I still got the other businesses that I'm running. This is my problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I may make some of you guys upset. I'm okay with dealing with that. I'm just letting y'all know right now. I'm okay with that because I know my value I'm giving out here and I know what I'm trying to do for the community. And hey, I can't do it all. So if I drop the ball on some things, you get upset, I just got to eat it. Because I'm charging such a low price and I just can't beat Amazon. It is what it is. But I'm still going to keep selling. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. I'm going to sell business to consumer. I'm going to sell business to business. And I'm going to keep selling business to government every day that the man upstairs allows me to wake up. And if you don't like it, that's all right. Somebody else is going to sell something to you. People still buy on Christmas Day. People still buy on New Year's. People still buy when death happens. People still buy when the sickest of the sickest. People still buy when they shut down. Money is flowing 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. The question is, when are you going to get involved in it? Or are you just going to be the person that keeps spending the money 365 days a year? I like to collect some of it. And you should too. And the last thing that I got down here, I told you guys we got to make sure that we're out of here at 8 o'clock because I got to jump on my Zoom call. All right. The last thing that I got down here to secure your future is health and wellness. Once again, I don't know how you could possibly plan to be a millionaire and you ain't make sure that you stay healthy. It's just impossible. And I'm guilty of this too. One thing about when you start making money, the last thing you start thinking about is working out. And my knee messed up and stuff, so that's what's always messing me up. But I'm back at it, man. You can't operate correctly. Like, let me tell y'all something, man. I personally don't want to do business with big people. And it's nothing against you. Okay. But I'm scared that you won't be here tomorrow. So if we're over here operating a multi-million-dollar business and I keep hearing you, like, I'm scared that when you go to sleep tonight, you may not wake up tomorrow. And now you've messed up my entire operations. I don't want that to happen. Not to you and not to the business. So I want to work with people that are healthy, that look like they could stay around for a while. You will get more results in life when you just are healthy. And I ain't saying you got to have abs and you got to be ripped with muscles or whatnot. I just mean be healthy to where you're not breathing heavy when you just sitting still. To where you can't get up and move when you need to close a deal. Again, this stuff is not hard, but you have to be committed to working out. All right. So again, guys, these are the tips that I have for you all to make sure that you can secure your future today in 2024. Hopefully you guys got some value out of today. Put a fire emoji down there in the chat if you guys did get any value out of today. Also, if you guys have any questions, we got a couple minutes still left here. If you do have any questions, make sure that you put a Q in the chat, put your question in there, and I'll go ahead and answer that for you while I am here. Also, don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and tell 3 other entrepreneurs about what we got going on over here. Don't forget, Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, which is tomorrow, we will be talking about products that the government purchased at 7 p.m. Eastern time zone. And on Thursday, we will be talking about streamlining client management with our SB Money Flow tool right there. So make sure that you guys are tuned in to that there. Next week, be on the lookout. I still got to figure out how we're going to be operating next week, so I don't have any of the show titles, but we will be here. Hopefully, I may change that up, but stay on the lookout for that. I'll keep you guys updated. Make sure that you guys, too, are following me on Instagram. That's probably where you'll get the update of what it is that I am doing. You can scan that QR code, or you can go to official Travis Davis. That is my Instagram account that you can check out there. If you would like to learn more, guys, don't ask me no questions about nothing that I teach. I'm telling y'all that right now. I just don't have the time to answer y'all 50, 60 questions. I've made all the videos on YouTube. And you don't even have to pay. But you do got to go watch the 2-hour-long YouTube videos. And I don't know what I said in what video. That is for you to figure out. That's why it's on YouTube. Or you can expedite this stuff and pay for it. But what Travis won't do is sit here and answer all y'all questions, even if you put it in the comments. I just don't have the time and I don't have the capacity. Maybe one day, once we get a whole bunch of people into the programs, that I will have the capacity to sit there and answer questions all day. But as of today, it's not going to happen. All right. Zoom link is not working. See, I got to handle this stuff. All right. Let me answer this question that I seen right here. Do you plan on doing the 30-day challenge again? Yeah, at some point. I just don't know when the next one will be. But I'm sure I'll do it again at some point. Also, I'll be saving the live one that we're doing right now. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep offering that you can go watch the replays of that. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be doing a live one at some point. And the reason why I know I'm going to be doing it again is because I want the people who joined the challenge to have an opportunity to make money off the challenge. So I'll be doing it again. Price is fair. The knowledge is gold. Hit the like and share button. See, that's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about. At what point do I reach out to the Ozdaboo? Does that happen after the pipeline is in order? I mean, it should, right? What are you going to go talk to the Ozdaboo about if you don't have opportunities on your pipeline to talk to them about? And I say that because a lot of people go talk to the Ozdaboo, right? Matter of fact, a lot of people just talk to people, period. Government people and other businesses and whatnot, and they don't have no opportunities that they want to talk about. To me, that is the craziest thing in the world, that you go talk to somebody and you don't know what you want from them. I get people all day asking me shit and they don't I still don't know what you want. Yo, I'm getting started in government contracting. My company does X, Y, and Z. Okay. What do you want me to do next? Do you want me to come be your president and run and operate your lawn care business? Because I'm not doing that. So what is it that you want from people? So absolutely, before you go talk to anybody, not just the Ozdaboo, know what the hell you want from people before you pick up and have any type of conversation with anybody in this world, including me. That's why I get so frustrated with people. I don't know what you want. You're not specific. And I'm telling you, man, you're not going to go talk to no millionaire and not tell them what you want. Like, you think I got time to sit here and try to piece together your story for you? Just don't work. I received an email for a Zoom call for 8. Are we still meeting at 8? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Is the challenge available for Pure Money Community if you pay for it? Yeah, absolutely. The challenge is available if you pay for it. Outside of that, that's all that I got for you guys today. As you guys can see, I got to go hop on my call. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, you guys can always visit this link, www.travisknows.com. If you ever wake up one day and get, I wonder if Travis knows that. Chances are I do. So go ahead and visit travisknows.com. We got a bunch of links there. If you don't have a system in place to count your dollars, we use QuickBooks. We got a link there that you get 30% off for the next 6 months on your QuickBooks. We got the link there for the challenge, for the GovCon information, if you want to book a consultation call. If you want to ever jump on the live feeds and ask your questions, the link is there. And we're going to be putting more links on travisknows.com to help you guys out. Also, one thing I will be putting on travisknows.com is a link that you guys can actually ask your questions, or not ask your questions, but give me show topics that you guys want to hear about, and we'll make sure that we make the shows about it. Remember, on Tuesdays is our Dollars to Cents podcast. Wednesdays, we talk about government contracting, and on Thursdays, we talk about SB money flow. But that's all I got for you guys today. I love you all. Usually I even let the music play out, but hey, I got to run today. I love you all. Y'all have a safe and amazing, blessed New Year's. Keep pushing forward towards your vision, not my vision, your vision. Keep pushing towards the vision. Whatever you do, don't quit. It's a whole new year. It's all new money that's happening. I'll see you guys later. Talk with you.